There was an error uploading stream living. Anyway, what I noticed was it was 1421, so I thought, okay, it's nearly 222, like 2:22 p.m. And then as I'm going on to do the settings to go live, it showed me that I had like 2220 subscribers. That doesn't change that much, you know. Regardless of how many views the video gets, the subscriptions, it just seems to, it has done for a good few years now. I've had like 2,200 and something, 20 subscribers. Anyway, good afternoon. I've got such a selection of cards here. First of all, I felt drawn to get a card from the Sacred Spirit reading cards and the Heal Yourself cards. So we'll go with these two decks first. Good afternoon, Andrew. Hope you're having a lovely day. We'll go to these cards first, but as I was getting these cards, I kind of picked up all the cards surrounding these cards, like that I had to touch or move to get to these. So they all came. And I was taken to like build it and they will come. And then I just had the Tarot Mucha that was beside my bed, and I thought, well, we're going to be taking them. So, Sacred Spirit reading cards. Let's have a look. I've got myself a nice cup of hot chocolate this afternoon. I've run out of coffee. Okay, so hot chocolate it is. I feel like it's going to be great for my chest. Sacred Spirit reading cards. Okay, the card is Ground Your Light. Whilst I'm like shuffling, I go a bit quiet and I'm just kind of letting just different signs come in. I'm drawn to look at different places, so I looked at the rock pool here. I'm singing a Neo song in my mind, and it's all because of you. So this is all going on. You are my one addiction. Is that right? Okay. I'm nice and warm, thank you. Andrew. Shine your light on the world and let your soul shine. So, it was kind of, what did I say? Build it and they will come. Okay. So maybe it's like shine and they will follow. Shine your light on the world and let your soul shine. The method of grounding our energy bodies, auric fields and consciousness is to solidify our being in the present. Through the grounding process, our emotional, physical and spiritual bodies become unified, bringing balance and well-being to our soul and spirit. While this practice can be challenging, it is important for you to remember that you are influenced energetically by your environment. Grounding anchors your energetic fields and connects you to your emotional body while being present and mindful within those moments. Strengthening your aura and emotional and physical body is the primary goal of mindfulness, as we feel everything that we experience through this energetic space. You are doing yourself a disservice if you refuse to honour your own shining light Embrace the inner spark that sets you apart from everyone else. Claim and accept who you are as an individual so you can thrive in life. Embrace yourself with this new confidence. Currently, you may be feeling sluggish, unmotivated, and energetically flat. Your energy is distributed across different areas of interest and therefore is making you weaker. Pay close attention to how your body reacts around certain people, places, and situations. It is up to you to develop healthy personal and physical boundaries. Right now, you need to ground your own light, come back to your heart space, and center yourself in the present moment. Make yourself consciously aware of your breathing. Is it slow? Is it fast? Is it intermittent? Integrate your physical space, your physical body, with positive charge by grounding your new and current experiences with breath work. Bringing in new light energy through your crown and anchoring your sacred self through your earth chakras will assist the grounding process. More importantly, never give power to anyone to dim your light. You are a lighthouse and deserve to shine your light across the night. Okay, the shadow aspect, interesting because it says shyness, and I don't often use the word shy in my readings, and yesterday I picked up that there was a shyness in the cards, and then one of the descriptions said that this person could be feeling shy. So shyness, people pleaser, and self-sacrifice. The sacred crystal is red jasper. The angel assistance is Archangel Sandalphon. Energetic grounding, being in the present. And affirmation, I anchor and ground my divine light in my heart. I am free. Now, interesting enough, I picked up the Chakra Wisdom Tarot. So it mentioned here about the chakras. Let's have a look a bit more deeply into this. I'm singing the song. Okay, Deeply Dippy. Deeply dippy by the way you walk. A contact spot. Let the neighbours talk. I don't know the words. Oh, my love. Deeply dippy. Right, said Fred. I just love how I've put the card. I'm having a deja vu now because I've done this before. How I've put the card like this. Let's use these Chakra Wisdom Tarot cards. Need to dust them off. Very feminine based cards in here. I remember like noticing that, so I counted. I went through all the deck and I pulled out any cards that had a masculine on them, and there was like, there's 78 cards in this deck, and there was like 20 cards with a masculine on them. It's a very feminine based cards here. I'm just surrounded by all this green. Oh my goodness, I've got the chills. I really am surrounded by all this green. The holder for the iPhone is green. The mouse mat is green. We've got these here. We've got the book. I've got this. I've got this. Let's pick a card, Lucy. Let's pick a card. I felt like we was at the fair then. Roll up, roll up. Queen of Cups. I'm taking care of myself, Andrew. Thank you. Queen of Cups. Let's have a look at this energy here. What's going on in the card first? Not sure. I'm really not sure. You can see the Holy Grail there, just like in mid-air, shining. It's a look on her face. Let's have a look and see what the Queen of Cups represents. The card of emotional healing. This elegant, I'll get the words out, this elegant queen owns her realm and is willing to fill her cup with tears if need be, as this summons healing. She brings harmony to disharmony and solace to heartache. She reunites us with the vocabulary of emotion and puts us on the path of our legacy. Okay, the chakra message. Someone in your ancestry sacrificed a great deal to ensure your survival. Can you energetically feel into the love your ancestors had for you? They are your spirit guides. The indication. Keep going. Feelings will come and go like thunderstorms. Hiding under a tree was never the safest option. Keywords: calmness, being gifted, artistic, dreamer, comfort, tender heart, intuition, psychic, and spirituality. Okay, there's a meditation. Breathe and lean into a past that goes beyond you, into an emotional memory from your ancestors. Every family has an emotional theme. What was yours? Ask yourself, what about this can I use to create my own dream come true? Contemplation. Draw on what makes you happy about your family and smile as you recall the memory. Good afternoon, Original. Hi, Lucy. I am hermiting, but it's been a very productive time. Awesome. Hot lemonade is good for the cold. With a bit of honey. Thank you for the suggestion, Andrew. Let's get another card from here. I'm trying to work out what Right Said Fred said. Oh, my love. Din, di, 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 di. Something from Plenty. Original, do you know the words to Deeply Dippy? Right Said Fred. So I got the bit about a contact sport and let the neighbours talk. But Three of Cups. I'm not really like connecting with the images. Can't make heads or tails. Okay. If you can't make heads or tails, then you'd be like making no money, wouldn't you? Because that's what's on our money, heads or tails. Well, coins, pentacles. That's all I could think of. Can't make heads or tails. Oh, is it in the song? Can't make heads or tails. Is that what the song's about? Three of Cups. I actually felt like today I wanted, like originally, was, I thought I'm just going to pull like the, have I got any of them here? I do, I have the fairies. But it's more, I'm just going to speak to the animals. I felt that come through last night. So I just feel like speaking with the animal archangel deck. I've opened to death. We want to go to the Three of Cups, please. I'd like to, it's just quite nice having a chilled out session where we just let the reading flow and it will make sense to who it needs to make sense to. And the card of celebrated collaboration. The woman on the card represent, oh, the women. The woman. Could just be one woman, couldn't it? They all look alike. The women on the card represent celebrating in their own way. There is a sense that their pattern may have some thought behind it. Okay, so I was taking like your pattern of hermitage. It has some thought behind it. Very productive. I keep getting the message we need to celebrate. Like, it's time to celebrate. I've had a lot of messages this morning. And when you become so accustomed to receiving these messages and having this chatter all day long, yeah, it will come to light when it needs to. What have we been chatting about today? Lots. The chakra message, an emotional start indicating where we learn emotions from. Okay, so that will come in with the ancestors. Where did you like kind of what card was that said that? The Queen of Cups. We all have an emotional family like ancestral lineage that's carried forward, and how can you use that to like honor your own dream coming true? An emotional start indicating where we learn emotions from and the gift we are offered. Follow your instinct. It is not the time to worry what others think of how you appear. Indication, be guided by your own instinctual thoughts, regardless of outside opinions. Face your fear and celebrate your accomplishments. What others see may not be what you feel. Keywords: harmony, celebration, socialising, friendship, pregnancy, teamwork. The meditation: do the 3 women on the card appear silly or phony? Being seen as foolish can make it challenging to stay focused. A plan will withstand judgment. Do you have that clarity? Contemplation, get ready to focus on connecting with like-minded people for your mutual excellence. I had that feeling as well. I had that message that they'll be joining soon. Like joining in with the conversation. Okay, exciting. Look forward to that time. So let's now go to the other deck I was drawn to. Heal Yourself reading cards. Let me just clear up some of these boxes. Remember to clear up as we go along. Excuse me. Yes, it's part of one of the lines, is it? Okay. It's come back in my mind now. You just reminded me of the song. What's that noise outside? When I watch you, Lucy, I feel a sense of calmness and happiness. That's awesome. Means I'm here, living my purpose. That's nice, isn't it? It's nice to have that space to go to. Take off your masks. Interesting, when I knew I wanted to use these this morning, this is the card that I saw come through. Now, I'm not like resonating with the faces on these cards. Like, I don't feel that calming, warm feeling when I look at these cards. I kind of question it. So take off your masks. Mask with an S in brackets. It's taken to like the brooch here. So it's like kind of Cupid energy. Anyway, let's have a look at this. Card number 11. Take off your masks. Oh my, that's like, I feel like I want to burp, but it's kind of in there. It's going. Shh, no, it's okay. It's all good. I actually went to bed last night and I felt like I had something stuck in my stomach. Like I thought, oh, am I going to be like sick? And I feel like just with like the kind of the heaviness of him feeling on my chest, it it was kind of all congested in there. I mean, I fell asleep, and I woke up this morning absolutely fine. I take it it's digested itself, but it was kind of, there's a blockage there. And anyway, all is well. Take off your masks. Stop trying to appear different to who you really are. It's time to take off your mask and be the real you. You cannot get the love and attention you are craving by pretending to be someone you are not. Why are you so frightened to be honest with yourself and others? Do you feel that you will lose friends and opportunities by showing others your imperfections, fears, and vulnerabilities? Are you constantly doing things to please others, even if doing this does not work for you? This card indicates that you need time to get to know yourself and what is important in your life. You will know that you are evolving when other people's judgments of you no longer impact you. If you have an incredible talent, believe in yourself. Don't hide your greatness because others feel envious or resentful. Remember, every great leader had people who loved them and believed in them, as well as those who doubted and disliked them. The action. Take a few deep breaths and focus on your body. Reflect upon in which areas of your life you are wearing masks and not being authentic. Think of different situations that make you feel vulnerable. Imagine taking off the masks that you wear and speaking honestly with kindness to a particular person who intimidates you. Take back your power. Give yourself permission to be real and to say what you mean from a place of gentleness and compassion. Okay. I resonated a lot with that when, before everybody kind of fell away from my life. So I say I've been living a very solitude life with just myself and my 2 daughters, and that's it. So there's no obligations, it's just us 3. And I learnt that I was a lot quieter. I'm a very playful person, but a lot more quieter when I'm kind of left to myself to find out who I am. It was a very lonely stage, trying to get my head around why all of a sudden nobody was like in my life or seemed to want to be in my life. I understand now the meaning of that. With them around, I would never have truly have got to know who I am. So you find out who you truly are when everyone else is like not interfering. Very beautiful time is Hermitage, when you realise that you can do whatever you want. There's nobody around telling you what to do. There's nobody around to impress, and you actually are free just to be. But who is it that you truly are? They say it's not so much about I can't remember the quote, but it's basically like you need to be unprogrammed from all the beliefs of others, and then you come to your own beliefs. Okay. Let's go now to the fairies. We'll go to the fairies. I don't know why on earth we have the Tower of Sexual Magic just sitting there, but we will we'll have a look at those as well. Okay. The Six of Winter. Positive changes are on their way. A welcome relief from troubled times, travelling or relocating. The card of moving on. Moving forward, I want to say. Positive changes are on the way. The challenging times fade away as you prepare to set sail for sunnier horizons and happier shores. Leave your troubles behind you and plot a course for the future. Allow your frustration over past inconveniences or hardships to disappear and embrace the new dawn. Travel, especially over water, may be in your future, or your journey may be a metaphorical one. Opportunities to move or relocate should be looked upon favourably. A fairy navigates his boat toward the village in the distance. While there may be ice still floating in the water, the scene here shows the warmth that the future holds. The additional meanings of this card: life moving on, facing your problems so that they no longer trouble you, a welcome relief, choosing a new city to live in, and having the freedom to do that. That's beautiful, isn't it? Hello, Carol. You look fabulous this morning. Thank you. It's a blizzard there, is it? I'd say Jack Frost is out here as well. I have reborn dolls. Some people support, but other people in that the same thing you are talking about, doing it by yourself. I'm like thinking to myself of good ways to warm up. Should we go to the Tarot Sexual Magic? Baby, it's cold outside. Okay, the card's just fallen out of the deck. Oh. Takes me to like, that's one of those like ice sculptures. Look at him, he's all hot. He's all hot and bothered, frustrated. He's gagging for it. Look how he's holding his wand here. Look at his wand. Hello, Mr. Emperor. Nice to see you today. The Knave is feeling brave. Can we find out some more about this? Because there's a frustration here, so it's just kind of like he wants you to drink this. Drink. But it's quite a forceful energy here. Oh my goodness. I was thinking, let me take you from behind. It's, yeah. I mean, it's not that she's not enjoying it. She is. Enjoy. Four of Wands. Oh, swinging good time. Swinging good time. Take it into the night. Gets darker then. Sweet music. Sweet Jesus. Okay. What's going on here? Who is this person? Oh, this is, well, look what he's got. He's got the Divine Feminine here. This is where this masculine's like moving on to. The first card's about letting your soul shine. So he's kind of like it's all inside and it wants to, well, burst forth. He's very proud. So it's like the energy of a, does he care who sees? I'm not really sure, but I feel, who is this person here? And it's like, well, we're never really going to find out because, okay, we've got the magnifying glass here and he's got like this cup. I feel like he kind of wants you, but this is like your true masculine coming in. This is never going to happen. So it means he has to move forward towards the Divine Feminine. He's worried that you're going to be snapped up by somebody else. It's concerning him. He's getting him hot and bothered, flustered. There's taking off your masks here about being your true authentic self. Who can you be your true authentic self with? Who do you feel comfortable around that you can just be you? There's no facade going on. Let's go to the journey of love. Guidebook. Let's see what the guidance is from the journey of love today. Give a little whistle. There's something about maybe whistling. If you whistle, I think that you call something forth. Give it a try. And always let your conscience be your guide. The Cloak. Card number 50. I haven't got much hot chocolate left. That's a big mug as well. If you kind of had a look at what I just said, I haven't got much hot chocolate left, so not much sweetness for this. And it's a big mug as well. Sometimes we allow ourselves to be mugs. Taken for a mug. Wow. The quote, by wearing your heart on your sleeve, you'll get hurt, but wear it anyway. Gonna make another one. I'm not going to make another one. I've got to go and boil like the milk in the saucepan and get the mixture done before you actually pour the hot milk. So no, I'll wait. I'm okay. I'm all good. Hi, KD. Let me just go back. Andrew, what I'm saying is people support the hobby, but other people don't. That's what I mean. I don't know what hobby you're talking. Sorry, I've lost the flow there. KD, you sure? Older daughter's still with her views. How you say that? Yes. Sorry, I'm being like, yes. Yeah, they're together. Yes, they've been together, what, 5 years again, like after their separation. Beautiful. I was going to say marriage is on the cards, but I haven't pulled any cards for them. But I know abundance is on the cards for them, and beautiful babies and all that. It's just lovely. Yeah, it's lovely to see how they've, because they went through their healing process together, which was very ugly to see. So I've seen them at the desperate, their worst. And actually, I've been speaking to my daughter about that kind of Santa world. Well, you know, she was a runner. She would just run. And very emotionally unstable. And now, well, I was with her the other day and we were talking to somebody, and I just sat back and listened to her. And the person we were talking with, I normally like have coffee and a chat with and have a catch up with. So to actually meet my daughter and for her to sit down, we was around like the little bonfire, the chimney are going. And she was speaking actually about stepping out of your comfort zone and how many people, you know, just like to take the safe routes rather than trying a different path, where that different path would kind of like take you in an amazing direction, but it's just easier to stay in your comfort zone. But if you were to face your fear, the reward that's behind that. So I was just listening to her, and he was like looking at her in amazement. And I said to him, can you understand what she's saying? Because English isn't his first language. And he was like, yeah. He said, but I've never heard such proper way of like pronunciation. My daughter speaks so differently to me. And he was like, it's just fascinating to listen to. I just chuckled because he's been so used to listening to me talk. And my children do not talk anything like me. I mean, I'm a southerner, so... But I've worked to develop my own pronunciation. So yes, so my daughter, yeah, she's light working. It's just amazing. And then the response that she actually got back from him, he gave, it wasn't like, it was just a chat. It wasn't like somebody needed help. What he said was just so amazing. And we were talking about, because she said, you know, I just want to go out there and help the world, save the world. And then the conversation turned to, well, rather than us looking at saving the world, we need to just make sure that our own vibrational alignment is in that state of joy, and then your family, your friends, and everyone will benefit. That's how we change the world, by us being that, and collectively, rather than us thinking that there's something wrong with the world and that it needs changing when everything's in divine order. So just amazing. So, and I know that with her partner, he has his own kind of group of people, and he talks like about us, and he's he's progressed so much. I would say that the last year for us has been magnificent, as in our worth. We know our worth, but for it to actually finally we feel as if people value us, it's amazing. And we don't do it for that reason. We do that because that's just who we are naturally, and because we've just relaxed into it. And they're our beliefs and our way of living, and that's the only thing that's important. You can't be in control of anyone else's way of thinking or what they believe in, and you can't allow like that to affect your own beliefs if you believe that your beliefs are the best. And I just, the more I get into this, it's like this way of being is just, it's perfect. Just trusting the divine, living in the moment, taking each day as it just flows into another, and just knowing that everything that's rightfully ours will manifest, will be. We're here to enjoy our lives. Okay, whew, I don't know where that come from. Sounded good though, didn't it? Okay, let's have a look at this, the cloak. Card number 50. Around you there is a cloak of your own creation. Perhaps it has served you for a time as an invisible form of protection, as a way to claim needed solitude, as a way to retreat inside, to find out what you truly feel, what you truly need, to find yourself after being lost in an ocean of thought and emotion, not always your own. Yet the time is fast approaching when you will no longer require that cloak. You have attained an integration within, a knowledge of self that makes it possible for you to connect with the world, with others, in a way that does not leave you lost and struggling to find yourself. You have learned how to hold yourself. You have learned how to do this well enough that you can successfully hold yourself and hold another too. You don't have to push the world away. You can invite it in and play. The message that this oracle brings to you is that you can safely release the forms of security that you once held. You do not have to abandon your boundaries with others. Rather, your boundaries are so functional that you can enter into relationships with more openness, trusting that your boundary will naturally assert itself when necessary, giving you the connection to yourself that you need when you need it, without having to withdraw from relationship entirely. It is time to trust your own boundaries and practice letting them help you whilst actively engaging in deeper relationship. You'll have fun. Okay, here's a poem. Loneliness is like a ship in full sail with no wind and no place to go. Que sera, sera, whatever will be, will be. Should we get another card from the Journey of Love? I thought that was a bit of a sad poem, really. Anyway, that's the energy I felt from it. Self-initiation, that's what we're talking about. You are being touched by a wave of your own light in motion. Can you feel the blessings and love that are flowing towards you from within you in an upsurging wave of love? This is your own pure divine nature. You can choose to empower another as the carrier of your own divinity, of course. And sometimes, if you're not quite ready to recognize your own divine essence, this needs to be. Yet at any moment, you can choose to recognize that it is you who are initiating yourself into love. Sorry, guys. I can feel it coming. Yet at any moment you can choose to recognise that it is you who are initiating yourself into love, that you are the being of light, the divine, that is drawing you forward into yourself. At any moment you can choose to recognise yourself. Will this be such a moment? Just can't seem to cough it up. It's like just stuck there. Am I going to be able to read this? This oracle holds a message for you. There are many teachers on this path, some humble, some wise, some great companions on your life journey, and some who will enter in and out of your life quickly, perhaps imparting a helpful word or teaching you a more challenging lesson about trusting and relying upon your own wisdom. The greatest teacher, however, is life itself. You can trust in your own experiences and know that it is the divine spark within you, the life within you, that is the one true teacher who carries you home in awakened reunion with the divine. How easy to love. The words flow when it is right. I dare not tell you. Okay. How easy to love. The words flow when it is right. I dare not tell you. Oh, dare do. Oh, dare do. Dare do, because I feel like if you do, I feel like clear my chest. And like, all help is greatly appreciated. Okay. Let's have a look at the affirmators. We're going to get this reading wrapped up, I think. I slept so much today. I woke up, then I went back to bed. Then I woke up again, then I went back to bed. And now I'm up. At some point I'll go back to bed. Maybe not until tonight though. Strength. You are hereby declared a strong... I feel like I'm making some kind of... I don't know what the word would be. Declaration. I hereby... Oh, you hereby. You are hereby. I hereby. Oh, goodness. You are hereby declared a strong, resilient warrior of heroic proportions. Enjoy your battles, whatever they are, because you're guaranteed to come through them stronger, brighter, and more compassionate. And in brackets it says, and based on what I know of mythology, probably with great hair and a six-pack. Bonus card. Let's go to, that's quite a bright, colourful card, isn't it? Let's go to the healing power of colour. Oh, it says here, look, the healing power of colour. I thought that's what the deck's called. I'm rambling a bit now. The secret language of colour. I'm speaking fast. Rainbow. Card number 1, connect to spirit in nature. I was looking at all the beautiful colours like around me. I thought, okay, we started off with green and now rainbow. Rainbow. Card number 1. Rainbow ray is a combination of many colours together, making it a very powerful and regenerating energy to work with. Rainbow allows you to lighten up and feel happier and more alive. It also opens the mystical realm, connecting you to spirits, fairies, angels, and your creativity. Allow rainbow rays to lead you into the realm of fairies. Connect to the spirits of nature. So I felt that I wanted to connect with the animals and the fairies. That was just a feeling I had. Go to a park, look around and find a tree that attracts you. Stand still and focus within, feeling the tree's pull as it beckons you. I really don't want to sit here and apologise all day. You don't need to, I know. Walk over to the tree and place your arms around it. Feel its connection to the earth, to the other trees, to the world. Allow some of the tree's divine energy to pour into your body, fill you up and awaken your own divinity. Walk around the park, smell the flowers and listen to the birds singing. Smile as you take in the beauty of nature. Such good guidance. Visualize a rainbow and allow it to bathe your body, strengthening your connection to nature and the divine. Then ask the rainbow rays to connect you to the fairy nature kingdom. You may start to notice sparkling lights around the flowers. Talk to the fairies and ask them to help you in any areas of your life where you need assistance, as they are great at manifesting. Say, divine intelligence, please allow me to connect to the fairy kingdom to awaken my vitality, aliveness and divinity. You had the Six of Swords that came out from the fairies, and you pulled the one card. It says positive changes are on their way, a welcome relief from troubled times, travelling or relocating. So let's get another card from the fairies. I'm feeling like this tug on my back. Okay. A sharp little pain, like, okay, we'll go to the fairies. It mentioned about being pulled to like what tree is like pulling you towards them. Ten of Spring. Ask for help from others. All work and no play. Being weighed down by too many responsibilities. Where's the book? Here it is. Ten of Spring, the Ten of Wands. All work and no play can make life no fun. It may be a challenge to balance your career with your personal life, but it's critical to your physical and emotional health. You're working too hard. Do what you can to reduce stress in your life. Find moments during the day to take little breaks. Don't be afraid to ask God, the angels and the fairies, or other people for assistance. Reassign tasks to competent co-workers. It's like I struggle to read that word. Reassign tasks to competent co-workers or family members. Remove anything from your schedule that isn't necessary and reclaim that time as your own for self-nurturing. On the card, our fairy friend carries a heavy burden, while her ragged clothing shows that she is not being fairly rewarded for her efforts. The time has come for her to turn to other fairies for assistance. The additional meanings of this card: being weighed down by too many responsibilities, giving too much and receiving little in return, calling upon the fairies for help, health problems caused by too much pressure. And I did kind of say, well, I didn't want to kind of say I didn't feel this energy was mine. I feel poorly because, like, on the other side, it's the pressure from that side. And it's like, you know, I'm doing my best over this side. Could you just do your bit and just lighten the load, really? Thanks. Because I believe it'll make a difference. Angel prayers. Are we ending with this one? Yeah, I think so. Oh, we've got the Tarot Mucha. Let's have a look at the Tarot Mucha here. Just staring at me. Let's turn the deck up the right way. Okay, we'll get one card from here and we'll read the meaning of the card. The Six of Pentacles. I was right there. I know. I think it's this one. A wealthy merchant freely distributes largesse to the beggars outside his gates. He knows that his generosity will return to him, perhaps in unexpected ways. He could have shut himself behind his walls and ignored their plight, but an act of charity is its own reward. The humility of the people in need reminds him to be gentle with those less fortunate and to be grateful for his own abundance. It is a blessing to receive help, but the greater blessing is to give it. Key ideas: generosity, true charity, philanthropy, prosperity beyond worldly possessions. Jeez, okay, we're going to finish with an angel prayer card. Transformation. Pinocchio. What about Pinocchio? His nose grew when he lied. Okay guys, I think we're going to be finished. Are we actually going to be finishing with this, or do we get another message? Let's see what this one is first. Signs from heaven. Thank you, heaven, for sending me reminders of your presence. I know I've had quite a lot of dreams in these little naps I've been having, going back to sleep. And, yeah, signs from heaven. Let's read this. I think we're getting impatient. Someone's wiggling their feet here. I will maybe go and get another deck of cards. I'm thinking Rumi, but I'm not sure where the Rumi deck is. I might be able to find them though. We will be able to today. Signs from heaven. Let's read this message, please. Speak your truth. Angels and loved ones in heaven are sending you signs of their presence. They want you to know that you never walk this path alone, and that in times of great need and emotion, they are standing beside you and blessing your heart with love. They are encouraging you to keep focused on signs, such as seeing the same numbers, finding feathers, or receiving visits from angels or loved ones in your dreams. These are signs of support from heaven. Angels and loved ones rejoice in reminding you of their presence, but they don't want you to rely on signs to prove they exist. So signs will come to you when you wholeheartedly trust, believe, and know in your heart, soul and mind that your loved ones and angels are there. Of course they will send you signs to try and reconnect your faith and belief, but try not to rely on the signs to prove anything. Instead, take them as gentle reminders that you aren't alone and all is well. That's lovely, isn't it? I like the way that that was put. Okay, we got the Rumi deck. You found a white feather yesterday? That's my grandma. She's looking down on me. She's not looking down on you. She's right beside you. Okay, let's finish with a Rumi message. Cosmic heart. Card number 8. You think so? I know so. You have to believe. You have to know that. Okay. Keep looking for the signs. It builds your belief. Okay, card number 8. Cosmic Heart. I was dead, I became alive. I was tears, I became laughter. The power of love arrived and made me everlasting power. I have seen everything, I have no fear. I have the heart of a lion and I shine like Venus. Rumi. I hear it and weep. In sublime reverence, I bow to this living, beating, loving heart of the universe. It echoes throughout all of creation. Once, some time ago, I was deaf. I had not heard one true sound, much noise, but no truth. So I believed in many things not worth believing in. Then, in a moment of my crisis that cracked my heart open, I was given a gift. Though I felt fear and confusion, a gift came to me more powerful than those temporary ailments. That gift was the ability to hear the sound hidden beneath all of life. I heard it, that sacred sound of the beating heart of universal love. Now I know that belief in unworthy things like fear and doubt is lunacy. Even my loneliness became unconvincing to me. We are animated by this living heartbeat, part of life that is sustained by it. You and I, the planets, the birds and the fishes, emerge from the great source because of this beating heart of the universe. It pumps life through our veins. What proof of this is needed? You live. That is the proof. I hear it everywhere now. It has become so loud, louder than any word of fear. It resonates through my soul and eclipses any tremor of anxiety. There is a time on the journey of love when the beloved, that would be me and you, sweet soul, is prepared to engage more completely with the heart of the divine lover. The preparation will be a rich process, spiritually speaking. It may also feel like being beaten, pummeled, simmered and stirred in the pot of the divine master chef to become a sacred and savoury meal fit for the most heavenly of feasts. This is a courageous and bold process, one that will create the most delicious aromas in the soul, and yet it is one that will likely take us right into the places we would rather avoid, places of confrontation with pain, but where the loss of its grip on our being no longer lets us quake and retreat from life in fear or uncertainty. You have been through these tantalizing trials, the push to surrender fear, the realization your attempts at control amount to not so much, actually, so why not abandon them altogether? The trials have asked you to confront every part of your being that holds itself back in resistance to what is, in resistance to what life presents at this very moment. You have been asked to become comfortable with the possible discomfort of not knowing, and to understand you don't have to understand anything for life to work out with perfect synchronicity and generous grace. You have been asked to bear darkness without losing hope for the return of the light. You have been asked to trust in your own heart wisdom when your mind was terrorized by nightmares and hallucinations of fear. They were so powerful, you were certain they must be real, that you must be crazy not to run and hide somehow, somewhere. And yet here we are, still loving, still wise, and ready for a love bigger than you have ever experienced before. So we step forward together, you and I link my arm through yours and I urge you on. And I feel like I want to cry. Okay, this is quite emotional. So we step forward together, you and I link my arm through yours and I urge you on. Let us run together and jump over the edge. No more half living in any way for you and me. We will weep crystal clear tears and we will laugh with such joy that stars will burst forth, born upon our exhalations. We will hear the beating of the cosmic heart pounding in our ears, and how we shall dance to it. That sacred, intoxicating rhythm moves hips and hands and hearts, raising the soul from slumber. But that heart does beat so loud, it can be startling to the parts of you unused to such wild, unconditional affection and rowdy playfulness. You may worry that this great love is not going to be careful enough with you. What if you get tossed around in the great oceans of love? You will surely be disoriented and become lost to the world you once knew. How then will you know where to go? Fear not, my soulmate. Love has its wisdom and its way. We shall become lost in its genius together. Whilst our minds are tipped this way and that, tumbled in love's great waves, we shall be forced to surrender our useless intelligence and become mindless. Then how easy it shall become for the perfection of love to guide us. To guide us. What's that about? To guide us, for there shall be nothing within to question and resist. We will no longer have to find the way, for we will have become the way. This oracle comes with special guidance for you. More love is rushing towards you like a great cosmic tsunami. You will struggle with this blessing to the extent that you will attempt to hold on to what has been. So don't. Let go. Let it move you. You'll perhaps get some water up your nose, but nothing will come to you that you cannot handle. You'll be dishevelled somewhat, undoubtedly, yet as you're washed up upon love's shining shore, keeping every hair in place will be the last thing on your mind. You'll be too caught up in the wonder of perfection, realising how deeply loved you are and how unnecessary it is to contrive a way to live your purpose. Instead, you'll have no idea what is going on. You'll be surrendered in passionate embrace with life, simply being your exquisite, crazy, unique self, saturated with divine love. It will drip from you, out of your feet, your eyes, your voice, your touch. You'll water the earth with your love's oceanic presence. Oh, how that tsunami will deliver you into your divine destiny. No need for any contrivance. Let your hair get messed up. Your destiny awaits you now. Do you want to do the healing process? It says sacred honouring process. Place your hand on your stomach and the other over your heart. Focus on your breath flowing gently in and out. And when you are ready, say the following aloud. Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, with all the wild love and unconditional affection of the universal heart, help me now. I trust in my own heart wisdom and in the truth of your love for me. Please help me trust in the flow of life, let go of my fixed plans and ideas, and open up to the genius of love itself. May I realise that my destiny will unfold with absolute perfection, and may I trust in the signs I am given. May I be able to release any false guidance based in fear, and may I open up instead to genuine guidance and inner knowing based in love, under the grace of your protection May this be so. Feel the warmth of your hands on your body and just breathe. When you are ready, simply place your hands in prayer position and bow your head gently to your hands. This is your simple and powerful action that reminds you of this truth. Your head is supposed to bow. Your head is supposed to bow to and honor the heart, not try to dominate or control it. You have completed your sacred honor ritual. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to get off now, guys. I will catch up with you all soon. Until then, take care. Much love. Bye for now.